Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Big Vern bringing you the Fat Boy News, coming at you right now. I told you that if I found out any information regarding the validity of the allegations about the Department of Defense having this simulation of EMP, or some say simulation of solar flares or whatever, on November 4th through 6th, I told you that I would update you. I found out something. It's right here. It's on Snopes.com. And it's entitled, "Is the Department of Defense Planning a Communications Drill to Coincide with Antifa Demonstrations?" Now, I know everybody's concerned about whether there's going to be a blackout or not. I'm not going to read the whole article, but what I will do is I will include the description. I will include the information in the description below so you can read the article yourself. But it says that it's actually false. Now, it says right here, the Department of Defense bulletin was naturally rapidly picked up by conspiracy sites and presented as overly coincidental given its starting date. They're talking about how it coincides with Antifa and their supposed nationwide violence movement. That's another story. But anyway, according to the National Association for Amateur Radio, the AARL, elements of the U.S. Department of Defense, DoD, will simulate a communications interoperability training exercise across the United States on November 4th through the 6th. The announcement, released on October 24th, has not been widely distributed to the media because the drill is simulating a total grid collapse and could spark public fear. Okay? Now, so we're talking about the same thing here, but I'm going to go on up about this because what they're saying is the public won't even know this is going on. They're doing an exercise with the amateur radio, the AARL, to simulate a complete grid collapse. So it's something that we're not even going to notice is going on. They're just going to run some tests with the Amateur Radio Association people, you know, in the event there was a collapse. Sort of like when you do a fire drill in the school. There's not really a fire, you know what I'm saying? They just go through the motions as if there was a fire, you know, doing this, you know, taking procedures and everything, just like a drill. So maybe people who heard this and jumped on the social media with it, jumped the gun or whatever. But like I said, it's always good to be prepared anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I bought me some stuff and it's going in the closet along with the rest of the stuff that I got, just in case, because it's better to have it and not need it, and to need it and not have it. But let me find this part in this article that says exactly how they're going to do it, okay? I'm sorry for how crude this video is. It's just that I want to get the information out there as quickly as possible. There's not going to be any editing or anything like that. I'm just going to read it straight off this tablet, okay? It says, okay, here's the Q&A. It says, yes, we will actually practice a solar storm scenario, go off the air, protect our radio equipment. After the national storm, we will practice using emergency power, at least for a little while, just to say we can, but not long enough to waste gasoline since the electrical service will actually still work. And of course, establish radio contact with amateur radio operators throughout the United States. No, there will not really be a solar storm. We are just simulating that too. Okay? If you are a U.S. citizen, you can help by becoming an amateur radio operator. Check out www.arrl.org for information about becoming a ham. If you are already an amateur radio operator, learn as much as you can about using high-frequency radio, build an effective station, use the 60-meter band, become proficient with your computer, learn to restore your hardware and operating system, learn how to set up and maintain basic networks. So they're telling you what you can do. But let me find the part. Okay. It says, this was from the article on October 25th, 2017. The Army Military Auxiliary Radio System Facebook page published a version of the announcement and a comment responding to a number of concerned people. The page clarified the purpose of the exercise. In this exercise, amateur radio operators are conducting a routine training that we do 4 times a year. The purpose of this training is to be prepared for an event we hope will never happen. But should we be ready for it if it ever does? These exercises are all about coordinating existing capabilities like amateur radio and citizen volunteers like Mars members to be a productive part of the solution in the event like a severe solar storm ever happens. A solar storm will cause similar effects to an EMP from what I understand. To answer some of the questions, yes, we will try to talk to amateur radio operators in all 3,000 countries in the United States. We hope all amateur radio operators will help us with that by tuning into 60 Meter channel on Saturday night, date and time noted in AARL bulletin above. No, we will not actually be turning off the electrical power grid. While I strive for realism when planning exercises, turning off the electrical all across the U.S. is way above my pay grade, so we just have to simulate that. No, we did not plan this to coincide with any particular protest. The date for COMEX 17-4 was set more than a year in advance. Keeping track of the various protest groups' calendar of events is more than a little bit out of our lane. And like I said, it says, yes, we will actually practice a solar storm scenario, go off the air, protect our radio equipment, all the things that they're supposed to do. All right, so it looks like maybe somebody's jumping the gun. And there's not really a lot of validity to the claim that it's going to be like an EMP blackout, because I really doubted how could they do such a blackout anyway. As I stated in my first video, if they did do something like that, they wouldn't be able to do it on the level that an EMP would actually be. You know, they wouldn't be able to do it that way because you have to restore power. How would you restore power to my watch or my cell phone or my TV? You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But I doubted that from the beginning. But still, it's best to be safe. That's why they practice, because they're practicing, they're being prepared. I drill my family on stuff like this. When we get ready to, just in the event, I'm telling my kids, I'm going to show my kids how to make meals and stuff like that. We all need to do this stuff, because this right here may not be real. But you still need to be prepared, just in case it is. But according to this article, which I will include in the description below, it's Snopes. Snopes.com /DOD drill coincide November demonstration. So that's www.snopes.com DOD drill coincide November demonstrations. So maybe we got ourselves all worked up, or maybe some of us got ourselves worked up, some of us didn't. But in any case, it sounds like it's not true. So we'll find out on November 4th. I'm just putting the information out there. Like I said before, whether you choose to believe it or not is totally up to you, all right? I am not a journalist. I'm not a scientist. I have no history with working with the government or nothing. Just a fat guy with a phone that came across some information. Wanted to put it out there to my subscribers so y'all know what's going on. If I come across anything else to support these claims or to debunk whatever was supposed to be going on, then I will put that information out there. Y'all stay tuned. Fat Guy News coming back at you. Thank you so much for listening. Like I said, subscribe below so that you can get and hit the notification thing so you'll know next time I post a video, so that you can be in the loop on what's going on. Because I'm scouring the internet. I got my wife scouring the internet. We're trying to find out facts. I'm trying to bring y'all real stuff. I'm not bringing you, things that, I'm just giving you the information. Whether it's true or not, I try to bring you the truth, or make sure that the information has got some validity to it before I bring it to you. But I know a lot of people was worried about the EMP thing, so that's why I jumped right on it and addressed it. And I'm still this is not it. I'm not done, okay? So y'all continue to watch, listen, love y'all, and thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I will update you as soon as I get the chance. God bless y'all.